Okay, one more time. The important thing is, the first thing, if the economy is already in its long run equilibrium, don't do anything. Don't do anything. No matter whether you use a contractionary or an expansionary, fiscal, monetary, it will not help to improve the long run aggregate output. The only thing that will change is the general price level. And we can't say it is, well, if the general price level goes up, it's definitely worse. But even if the general price level goes down, we cannot say, that is a good thing. No, not necessary. All right. So do the right thing at the right time. As an economist, we always say that. Do the right thing at the right time. You use an expansionary policy when the economy is in recession, and you use a contractionary policy when the economy is overheating. Now, tricky thing in DSE. Now, what I've shown you here is what we call the full adjustment process. Back to long run equilibrium. It's completely a full adjustment process back to, now look here, back means it has been deviated and now you're going back. Okay, make sure you understand that. Now, however, in DSE, they may not ask you for the whole process, may not ask you for the whole long run adjustment process. Now, what do you mean by that? Now, that means question may ask, just ask question, may just say, okay, now in long run equilibrium, government cuts tax rate. Who cares what kind of tax? Doesn't matter. So you will say, what is going to happen? And AED is going to shift right. So you provide the reasons, various reasons, and then created inflationary gap. Now, tricky thing is, sometimes you may have to stop here. Stop. You just show there's a deflationary gap, inflationary gap. Y1 is greater than YF, and the general price level has been pushed up. You have a short run equilibrium at ES. That's it. Now, you continue only if you continue, say, the shifting of the SRAS only if the question asks for Hey, can you explain how will the economy adjust back to its long-run equilibrium? Now, well, Mr. Chen, how do I know? Simple. The question will state clearly. The question will state clearly. Now, normally, if it start off with a long-run equilibrium, just as I've said here, and the question says the government implemented something. What kind of policy doesn't matter. Okay, and what will be the result on aggregate output and the general price level? What will be the effect on aggregate output and general price level? Question mark? Question mark? That means the question stopped there. It is not asking, and what will be the following long-run adjustment process? Now, if it is a question like this, normally gives you 6 to 7 marks. That means you stop right here. Stop at this point. Conservatively, I would say 6 marks. Just put it 6. Just put it 6. If the question wants you to do this part as well, it will clearly state what will be or how will the economy adjust back to its long-run equilibrium. How will the economy now then you know they are asking more than just the result of an expansionary policy. So after the expansionary policy, now you have an inflationary gap. What is going to happen next? Now, if the question states something like this, that means they will be giving you additional 2 marks, making a total of 8 marks. At least. So once again, you have to employ, say, the strategy I told you in the past more than once. Read the question carefully, circle out important words, fully understand what they are asking actually, and don't forget to check the marks. The marks will tell you how much do you need to write. Do I need to write the whole page? Well, you spend your scarce resources in something that is completely useless. That is really terrible. Okay. Now, but unfortunately, we are not able to talk about the shifting of the SRAS. We'll do it tomorrow. Now, for the time being, for those who came in late, just for this part, go and do your classwork. It is a very good revision for what you have done today. All right. So as I've said, I'll set up a folder, submitted classwork. You submit it back, and I will mark it for you within today. As I've said, don't submit it 12 midnight. I'm not going to do it. If you can, submit it before 7 p.m. Today, and I'll mark it and put it back to you, put it back there so you can have a look. What is going on? Did you do well? Any errors, etc. So tomorrow, the first thing is we'll talk about shifting of the SRAS, what is going to happen. And then we start working on chapter 18 homework. Also download your chapter 18 homework from Schoology as well. Okay. Is everything clear? Any problems? No, put down NP.
我想問下，我想問一個關於嗰個 classwork 嘅問題啊。
Yes.
最尾嗰題咧有一 part 係講話咧就要 explain how the economy will adjust to the back to the long run equilibrium from a deflationary gap 啦。咁個 explanation 嗰度咧，我需唔需要寫嗰啲即係關於there's excess supply in the factor market 啊？
Yes, definitely. That is the most important thing. If you have an inflationary gap, that means there's excess demand of factors, and factor prices will go up. The cost of production goes up, and therefore your SRAS drops. That is the adjustment process. And you have to use each and every term. Excess demand, factor prices, cost of production, SRAS, in sequence, in the correct sequence. Okay, don't mess them up, or else your presentation could be wrong. Is that clear? Okay, so anything else? Now I'll go out for lunch after this. So if you have any problem, drop me a WhatsApp. Okay. Remember, I normally go to bed at 10:30, so don't drop me anything after 10:30. Okay, see you tomorrow once again at 11. Bye-bye.